We just realized that our job in this last panel is to answer all the questions that were unanswered in the prior panel, and we'll do our best to do that well. My name is Trevor Hughes, and I'm with the International Association of Privacy Professionals. Really, the job of this panel is to create a dialogue in the room for us to talk about how do we wrap all of these things together? What is the best image of the future that we can envision for ourselves and for the use of data, the use of research, and for privacy-sensitive realities. And we have a great panel to help us create that conversation. And to start things off, I'm going to ask each of our panelists just to introduce themselves, their organization, their title, and a little bit about what they do. And then we're going to go back through the panel. I know there are a couple of people that would like to start with statements about how they approach this issue. But to start, let's just get real quick introductions, 30 seconds or so. Rich.
Okay, my name is Rich Clarke. I'm in the public policy group of AT&T. My background is an economist, so I'm mostly acutely listen and weigh issues related to what are the commercial balances associated with various issues of privacy. Probably have a bit more of a tin ear relative to some of the social ones, but certainly I'm aware that they are of absolute importance that need to be addressed. But you're going to hear me more coming a bit from the commercial side.
David?
My name is Dave Lazar. I'm just want to quickly also note thanks to the organizers, to the SENSEable City Lab, who did a fantastic job. So I've been honored to be involved with this conference. I'm director of the program on network governance at the Kennedy School at Harvard and associate professor at Northeastern University in the political science and computer science departments. I've had, I think, increasing interest in the potential of these digital traces for really setting the agenda in the social sciences in particular for this coming generation, which I explored with many co-authors in a piece in Science titled Computational Social Science. So it's up on my website if you would like to check it out. So thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. Carlo Ratti. I'm head of the SENSEable City Lab. It's a group here at MIT. As some of you are quite familiar with, really looking at how technology is changing the way we understand cities and design cities, and really in doing some of the projects over the past 3, 4, 5 years. We really ended up collecting this large amount of data and questioning, really finding uncharted territory where we thought that it was very important to all together come here and discuss it. So that was some of the reasons that brought the conference. Started with the discussions with AT&T on some of their data and how what should be the best ways to work with them and to try to do projects for the public good and to show people what could be done with some of this data.
And I am Nicole Turner Lee. I am currently the Vice President Director of the Joint Center for Political and Economic Studies, the nation's only public policy institute committed to looking at issues related to people of color, particularly African Americans. And the institute that I run is the Media and Technology Institute, and I joined there after a long background in the academy. I have a PhD in sociology and worked with one of the world's leading nonprofits, One Economy Corporation, that was particularly interested in accelerating broadband access among low-income people in rural and urban communities across the United States. The particular focus that we have at the Joint Center with the Media and Technology Institute is to pay attention to ways to engage more minorities in this debate, not just from a policy standpoint, but to produce credible research as well as analysis on legal, regulatory, and other actions that may help encourage their participation in the media space or the technology space, as well as address some of the barriers. So one of the projects that we have forthcoming that many of you could go to the website and actually access the next couple of months is we're conducting the first national minority broadband study of about 1,000 African American respondents that will be released at the end of November.